Okay, so today I want to talk about something that is truly important in your business growth, in scaling your business, in creating more clients, more money, more freedom, more wealth, more everything. And that's a particular part of identity work. And identity is like the most important part of or in your business, in your life, in whatever you want to achieve. Um, whenever women are like, okay, I'm ready to scale my business, I'm ready to level up to a new level of money, new level of wealth, freedom, everything that they're longing for. um Identity is like the number one strategy that you should be mastering before putting out any sort of effort, because your identity determines the place your action, your effort, your strategy is coming from. You cannot create more money, more wealth, more of everything that you want up to who you are being. So identity is like the most important strategy, and most of the women I talk to, they tend to forget the identity. They go into work mode, they go into hustle mode, they go into all of the pretty strategies that are available every day. And, they've tried so many of those strategies and nothing is really working because the identity can't hold the level that you want. And you have to uncover the identity. You have to you have to uncover the identity that is limiting your money. You have to uncover the parts of your identity that is limiting your growth. Because with your current identity, you cannot create more with your current identity. And you feel capped because you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to scale your business from an outdated version of yourself. And this outdated version of yourself, she can't hold the money, the level of money that you're trying to reach. She can't hold it. So you have to work on your identity in all of its aspects, because identity work is so much more than the surface level of mind identity work. It's so much deeper. It goes so much deeper within the body. And you have to first truly change your identity before you can scale your business, even on an energetic level. And the part in identity work that we tend to forget is like the one part that every aspect of our nervous system is like sabotaging us on, because this part is like truly the most important part of everything. And it's like the things we don't usually see of ourselves. These are the things that are like the sneakiest ways of our system to sabotage us on. And it's like the smallest habits. It's your habits. Not the I need to read one book a week, or the I have to go to the gym one time a week or two times per week. It's like the smallest habits. Because your system knows the moment that you change those small habits, you will quantum leap into a completely different level. You will instantly create this connection with your limitless self, with this version of yourself who is already on the timeline that you want to bend into. She's already there. She's already within you. You don't have to, completely change who you are or step into a new identity, like the identity is outside of you. She is already in you. Identity work is more like, you can see it like a flower which is starting to bloom, and it's starting to open itself. This is identity work. It's like letting go of all of the layers that are upon this version of you who already has everything that you want. And we tend to look outside of us. We think that identity work is like, I have to change everything outside of me, my looks, my body, my, going to the gym, my car. And yes, it's also a part somewhere of your identity, but it's truly the most internal things that are happening within your body, within your behavior, within your habits, within your, and the smallest habits, like walking away from anything that is scary, or walking away from responsibility. Because the version of you who's already within you, who is on this timeline where you want to scale up to, because you're ready. You have this business, it's growing, you know how to make money or create money, receive money, you did all of the work, you've implemented so many strategies, you've tried everything, and you're like, oh my God, I'm really ready to scale my business. Why the hell is it not happening? Excuse me. Why is it not happening, And this is all identity work, because you're trying to scale your business from an outdated version of yourself. So this version of yourself, she's not ready. And the version of yourself who is ready, she is not walking away from responsibility. She can carry the level of responsibility, because with growth, there is new responsibility coming in, you know? And I have experienced this firsthand for the last couple of 8 months. Um, our daughter was diagnosed last year, September last year. Our daughter was diagnosed with a really serious and rare muscle disease. And from that moment on, we were in this medical roller coaster with hospital visits, treatments, all of the feelings, the emotions, the breakdowns, the mental breakdowns, the body breakdowns, everything, everything was going well, and suddenly our lives were upside down. And we were on this completely different path. And we truly had to learn to be in the roller coaster instead of fighting it. And I've learned so many lessons from this roller coaster. And one of them is that the version of you, the version of myself, my version, my limitless self, she can carry all of the responsibilities, all of the growth, all of the, the life. She has the capacity to carry all of those things. And this roller coaster, and this is truly one of the most beautiful lessons that I got out of this roller coaster, were more or less still in, because the treatments are still going on, but there is so much more space. And she went from sitting in a wheelchair and not being able to walk for like a couple of minutes, to being able to walk again, to go to school again. So the treatments are working, and we're really grateful for that too. But one of the most important lessons I learned during this very interesting process is that I am able to carry more life, more responsibility, more of the things that I want. And I was stripped like to the bone from everything that my new identity didn't need. Like all of the, I don't know, the finances or the money, even the money beliefs I still carried with me. I was stripped of them completely. Challenges, everything was thrown, was thrown at our path to learn and to develop into a new version of ourselves, of me. So this lesson opened me. It truly started the blossoming of this version of myself that already was in me. And I truly learned how to carry more of the life and carry more of the responsibilities. And it's a bit of a sidetrack, but it's my story from the last couple of months. And I think it's important to know that whenever life is throwing something at you, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And this is one of the other lessons that I really took out of this really interesting process. And so, carrying more money is also carrying more responsibility. It doesn't mean that your agenda is full, or you're full of one-on-one calls, or you don't have any time for your kids left. No, it's like carrying more responsibility for the life that you want to create. Because now my business is completely transformed into a new business model, because when life happened, and I was like, I had to let go of most of the programs I ran last year, because it didn't fit in my new life anymore. Because there's a lot of taking care of our daughter. She's not going to school for most of the days. We have to go to the hospitals. I cannot have this calendar full of one-on-ones. I cannot have this calendar full of live dates with clients. Even if I wanted to, it's not the business model that is currently serving me. So I truly had to transform my business. I had to transform myself into this whole new being. And I had to learn that with that new business model, there are also new responsibilities. I have to expand my capacity into a new level of capacity in order to carry the responsibilities of our family, of my business, of the new business model, of new clients, and the expansion of this capacity and the transformation in identity that is needed in order to create this expansion and to create the growth and the more money. It's in the small habits. It's in the small habits. And it's like, not walking away from everything that is happening. It's like not walking away from the financial responsibilities, or knowing exactly how your finances are right now, or not opening a bill. For example, you open the bill, this version of you who already has everything that you want, she is not walking away. She is able to carry more life. She is able to open bills, to pay them right away. Or it's like your household, or the laundries, or feeling like I want a help in my household, and you're feeling like this is something that I've been feeling for the last couple of months, and I still didn't act on it. That's not taking full responsibility. It's even in I've created, or I've tried every course, every template, every strategy that I could find, and then, shifting the responsibility to the coach, or the course, or the strategy. Or no, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility that until up to this point, you didn't really scale your business to the level that you want to scale. You didn't experience the expansion, the growth in wealth and freedom that you want to experience. And this is not because of, it's easy for me to say like, because of the medical roller coaster, I couldn't scale my business for the last couple of 8 months. But I did because my identity scaled to a completely new, unbreakable level. Because when life happens now, I'm not breaking down anymore. My business is not breaking down anymore. Because I've built this model, I've built this business that can still run and hold and stay strong like a beautiful big tree in the forest, and when the winds come, I don't bend anymore. I bend into a new reality, but I'm not breaking down anymore. I do not crumble anymore because I know how to carry a life. I know how to carry more. I know how to, grow my responsibilities even when life is happening, not to you, but for you. So take a look at the smallest habits, the smallest habits, and see how your system is constantly sabotaging you on those small habits. It's even like I really want to read my book, but I'm not taking, or I'm not making it a priority to read. And then you're like, oh my God, but yeah, I had 3 kids at home, so I don't have any time. I don't have any time to read my book, and it's just laying there on the shelf. And, maybe next year. No, take your responsibility. It's not for nothing that you feel like I have to read this book. It's something within your system that is craving stillness and is craving this book, or maybe there's a lesson in it, or your limitless self is just guiding you to this book and you're not listening. So, or it's even like, I want to write, I want to journal, or, I want to be more present with my kids. I want to work like 3 hours a day. Take your time to look at the smallest habits, or how you take care of yourself. And you're like, oh my God, I truly want to take better care of my nails, but I'm not doing it because I don't have any time, because life is happening to me. No, you have to carry the life, the capacity, and the responsibilities, and the small habits. And a little disclaimer right here. I know for sure that if you start looking at the smallest habits, your daily smallest habits, and you start changing them, you're instantly changing your reality. Because your system is constantly searching for these small habits, because it can really easily sabotage you on those habits. Because every day that you're not reading the book, you're either lying to yourself, you're showing yourself that you cannot take responsibility, that you cannot live up to your commitments. Do you know what that does to your whole system, to your mind, to your belief in yourself? And this is where your subconscious mind comes. It doesn't want you to believe in yourself. It doesn't want you to live up to your commitments. Because every time you don't do that, it's another day within the comfort zone. So truly changing your growth, your expansion, your wealth, your freedom, it's not. And even though they are important, the bigger parts of your identity, and even the strategies and the frameworks, but it's all in the smallest habits. Those are the ones that you need to change. Those are the ones that you have to live up to. Even like, I'm dressing myself like the most beautiful, taking care of millionaire version of me, even though I'm not going outside. This is a small habit that can truly change your life. It can truly change your energy. It can truly change your identity. Okay? So look for the smallest habits that you're not doing, and celebrate the habits that you are living up to. But look for the smallest habits that you're not doing and change them and start doing them. The awareness around those small habits the awareness will activate a new process within your body. It will activate those new neural paths within your brain. And if you do this like on a daily basis and you're doing this for almost 90 days, your reality will absolutely not be the same anymore.